Hey, I thought I'd give everybody an update on our progress here. As you can see, this is the lobby. The ceilings are done, textured and painted, and we've got fan and lights mounted. I can turn these lights on. We've got a sign up. The front counter is going to go right in front of where that line is. The floor in here is ready to apply, just about ready to apply the first coat of epoxy. I just filled in a few holes and stuff before we do that. That way the surface is more level. We still got to paint the window frames, the door frames, the doors, and install there's going to be corrugated steel going around the perimeter of the room on the drywall. It's not going to go under there. So anyway, in here, this is the kennel room. We've started grinding on the floor. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but I filled that bucket with grinding pieces of paint and concrete dust this morning. So not much has changed back here other than we've painted the walls a second time white. So now it's a solid white. We had some masons come. There was a hole here that they filled. Let's see if you can see that any better. Not really. Well, that's the point. You don't want to be able to tell the difference. There was a bunch of broken off bricks. There used to be a column like this one here sticking out. And so, but this was all just broken. It wasn't really structural. So we broke them all off and skimmed it. So it's gonna closely match the wall once it's painted. This is the door frame. I just applied a cementitious epoxy to the floor because, I mean, you can see the outline of the bricks that were in the wall, and we don't really want a porous surface on the floor, so that should dry up, and then we can apply epoxy over that, so we'll have a smooth transition from the two sides of the building. The city kind of got upset about this door frame because we didn't exactly talk to them about it, and anyway, we got it approved. We had a structural engineer come, and he said that yes, it is capable of being load bearing. We added a door frame on this side going around. There's going to be kind of a tall baby gate that goes between this, and then there's going to be fencing that comes out around, so there'll be a double containment between the playroom and the kennel room. Speaking of kennels, these are 3 kennel enclosures that we had. We had the kennels, but we had the enclosures built. They're on casters, so we can wheel them anywhere we want, but we anticipate having a double stack in this playroom, a double stack in that playroom, and a double stack with 2 little things in the grooming room. That way you can have timeouts or you know, whatever. On Monday, the door guys are going to replace this door. It'll be a heavy steel door with a window and a crash bar. This is going to be replaced with a new garage door with an opener that's not janky like that one. Then out here, we actually finally rolled some turf, where we unrolled the turf. It was a huge pain. Be nice if we had a little bit more, but I don't anticipate getting any more because it was extremely difficult getting this stuff and getting it unrolled. So back on the inside, I'll leave that on. Believe it or not, we've taken 2 truckloads of trash out of here in the last couple of days. I know it looks still pretty messy. So Started getting the walls prepped for painting in here. There was a lot of flaking paint and stuff, so this has been scraped. There's been some holes that have been patched. There was actually some broken out bricks in here that we got refilled when the masons were here. We did epoxy the floor in the grooming room and the office and the break room. I don't know if I already said this, but I know I've told several people I don't like it. It looks like a Logitech high school yearbook. So anyway, stuck in the 90s, but it is what it is. It's definitely not coming up very easy, but we're gonna do the rest of the building different. We got different epoxy flake, and we're gonna actually try to retint the epoxy as well to make it gray instead of blue. So other than that, the only thing that's changed in here is we did add some trim boards around the ductwork, because you could see open structure up there in spots. We're going to, this is the Cat 5 cable for the security system. This is the 6 cameras that are on the other side. We've already got them wired up above the drywall. So, but we didn't think of doing that before we hung the drywall on this side. So we're gonna have to, we've got this cable tray here that we're going to attach to the ceiling and run it over, across, pull off these boards we just put up, run the wires through the board or above the ductwork, and then out the other side through the wall next to this duct, and then into the office, or maybe we'll even run it through the duct, I don't know yet, but down in here, and we'll have the security system. Let's see. Oh, well, I can't go out the front door because it's locked and I don't have a key, but I would show you the sign. But you guys already saw a picture. This is, I just put this on earlier today too. It's a cementitious epoxy. I guess I already used that word. I'm enjoying using that word. But yeah, that's the state of events here. We hope to get the floors all ground down completely next week. I want to get the epoxy done in this room this weekend because we're getting that variegated corrugated steel mounted around here, and I want to get the floor done before he does that. So that was kind of why I came here. But anyway, that's where we're at. See ya.